Wait, why did you click this video? Because you're a fan of Albert Einstein? Or maybe Skibidi Toilet? Be honest, was it the thumbnail? Another clickbait trap to stop you from doom scrolling? Well, congrats. You just earned yourself a membership card to the Stupidity Club. Don't worry, you are not alone. We have all clicked on something ridiculous hoping for answers without the baggage. But let's be real for a second. We live in a time where chaotic nonsense disguised as content is taking over the internet, and Gen Alpha, they're the main targets, psychological zombies in the making. Remember when childhood meant dreams, not dopamine hits from viral memes? When we wanted to become astronauts, doctors, heroes, not TikTok famous for eating glue? So, what happened? How did we go from moon landings
Hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, hippity hopping over hill and dale.
to Skibidi toilet madness? To answer that, we need to take a journey deep into the mysterious world of neuroscience. Ah yes, neuroscience. The majestic science of brain spaghetti. Turns out, humans have been poking around the nervous system for over 4,000 years, back when Egypt and Greece were the Wi-Fi hotspots of ancient knowledge. The Edwin Smith Papyrus, basically the world's first medical notes app, contains OG descriptions of spinal injuries. Yes, some poor soul had their back broken and someone wrote it down like a Yelp review. But wait, it gets worse. Imagine a time when the solution to a headache was drilling a hole in your skull. Yep, that horror show was called Trepanation, and people actually thought it helped. Spoiler, it probably didn't. But hey, ancient problems required terrifying solutions. Meanwhile, in Greece, legends like Aristotle and Hippocrates started challenging the truly brain-rotted idea that the heart controlled thinking. Like, bro, if the heart ran consciousness, you'd have emotional breakdowns every time you did cardio? Then came Galen, the Roman mad lad who decided, let me poke animal brains to see what these nerves do. And honestly, respect. That man walked so brain imaging could run. Zoom ahead a few centuries and meet Santiago Ramon y Cajal, the daddy of neuroscience. He didn't just study the brain, he put that thing under a microscope and made it art. No, really, Google his drawings. Man had Da Vinci-level neuron doodles. And of course we can't forget the goat of accidental self-surgery, Phineas Gage. Dude got impaled through the skull by a metal rod, lost a chunk of his brain, and somehow didn't die. Instead, he became a walking science case. Turns out damaging your frontal lobe might just make you more unfiltered Twitter user than dead person. Fast forward to the 20th century and we get toys like fMRI and PET scans, basically brain paparazzi that snap pics of your thoughts in real time. Today, neuroscience is like the Marvel universe. It's got many branches: neuroanatomy, neurophysiology, and the MCU of the mind, cognitive neuroscience. One of its coolest spin-offs? Neurodynamics, the study of brain waves and the live concert inside your head. Yeah, your brain isn't just thinking, it's vibing. So brainwaves, these are the vibes your brain gives off like a cosmic DJ. The fancy way experts refer to them is electrical oscillations generated by neurons in the brain measured through electroencephalogram or EEG in cycles per second. Delta waves, that's deep sleep mode, aka Netflix autoplay at 3 a.m. It is measured between 1 to 4 hertz. Theta is your daydreaming, spaced out state, perfect for pretending to listen during Zoom meetings. It is registered between 4 to 8 hertz. Alpha is chill and relaxed, like scrolling memes after a mental breakdown. This ranges from 8 to 12 hertz. Beta is full-on focus or stress, like when your phone is at 2% and the charger's in another room. It is measured between 12 to 40 hertz. And gamma? That's galaxy brain mode. Peak concentration. It occurs anywhere between 40 to 100 or 140 hertz. Now here's where it gets interesting, or tragic, depending on your screen time. The content we binge, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Skibidi Toilet, hacks into these brainwave patterns. Every short, chaotic burst of content triggers your brain's dopamine factory. It's like your neurons are doing backflips for digital candy. The result? Our brainwaves start glitching. We lose focus faster than a goldfish at a rave. Long-form thinking? Dead. Attention span? What attention span?
Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience my life. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up.
This is how Gen Alpha, and honestly the rest of us, are turning into hyperstimulated, dopamine-deprived digital zombies, all thanks to the endless scroll of brain rot's content engineered to keep us glued, not thinking. But don't worry, we're not here to just roast society and call it a day. Next, we'll explore how to rewire our brain, reclaim our attention, and maybe, just maybe, go from skibidi brain to genius brain. Now let's zoom in on the most mysterious of all brain vibes, theta waves. These bad boys are the gateway to imagination, creativity, intuition, and those aha moments that hit you mid-shower or while lost in thought and time seems frozen. The perfect embodiment of flow state? Einstein? He lived in that brainwave neighborhood rent-free. Legend says Einstein used to just sit in silence staring into space for hours. People thought he was broken. But nah, dude was just vibing in deep theta mode, cooking up the theory of relativity while everyone else was figuring out how to toast bread without burning it. Rumor, or rather history has it that when he died his brain was stolen because it was too precious to dispose through cremation. Now let's talk about Kim Peek, the real-life inspiration for Rain Man. He could read 2 pages at once, 1 page per eye, and remember almost everything. Meanwhile, I forget why I walked into a room 5 seconds ago.
What was April 4th?
Saturday.
January 25th.
Saturday, all together.
August 25th.
Tuesday.
June 9th.
Tuesday. He can do it, he can do it, he can do it!
Then there's Sakian Kramaric, a child prodigy who started painting like the Renaissance gods before she even knew how to spell Renaissance. Theta Wave City. Her brain was clearly tuned to a frequency the rest of us can't even stream. What of Professor D3? To some degree, this kid has mastered the art of teaching science on YouTube and Instagram without any master's degree in arts or the sciences.
Element number 1 is hydrogen. And hydrogen is the most abundant element in the whole universe. It is found in stars like the sun. And one hydrogen atom is made up of 1 proton and 1 electron.
And let's not forget Sean the Science Kid. Another genius whose charm and charisma has captivated many, most so when it comes to how he articulates scientific concepts.
Let's break down carbon. Carbon is the backbone of organic chemistry and all life on Earth. So let's say you're going to greet a fellow Homo sapiens, aka your friend. You can either greet them with hello fellow Homo sapiens or hey fellow carbon-based life form, what's up?
Instead of burying their heads in brain rot content all day long, these children are prime examples of Gen Alphas who are taking a completely different route. So here's the million-dollar question. How do you unlock your inner Einstein without sticking a fork in a toaster for stimulation? 1. Stare at a wall. Seriously. Quiet downtime helps your brain drift into theta. Bonus points if the wall is beige. It's scientifically the most boring color. 2. Take a shower, or pretend to. Water sounds plus no phone equals instant idea generation. Just don't drop the shampoo bottle. It breaks the spell. 3. Daydream like it's a sport. Stop feeling guilty for zoning out. You're not lazy, you're theta surfing. It's brain yoga, but cooler. 4. Doodle, hum, pace, or spin slowly like a loading icon. Repetitive, low-effort movement calms the mind and lets the big ideas sneak in. 5. Cut down on hyper content. 1 skibidi per day. That's your ration. After that, feed your brain an audiobook or stare into the void. Because here's the truth. Your brain was designed for genius. It just needs a moment of silence between the memes to remember it. How do you turn your daily content consumption into brain fuel and not brain rot? Because believe it or not, the right media diet might just upgrade you from doom scroller to digital philosopher. Now that we've unlocked the Theta Wave treasure chest, let's talk about what you're feeding your brain. Because honestly, if your mental diet is 90% TikTok chaos and 10% accidental Wikipedia clicks, we've got a problem. Here's how to turn content into brain fuel, not brain mush. 1. Curate your feed like your sanity depends on it. Follow creators who teach, inspire, or make you question reality in a good way. If it feels like junk food for your brain, it probably is. 2. Set a mental fasting window, like intermittent fasting, but for your mind. No screen time first, 30 minutes after waking up, or 1 hour before bed. Your brain needs that buffer to switch from zombie mode to genius mode. 3. Mix short-form chaos with long-form clarity. For every 5-minute meme rabbit hole, reward your brain with a 15-minute deep dive video, podcast, or book. Think of it like feeding your neurons a salad after a bucket of fries. 4. Use technology to fight back. There's a growing wave of content and tools designed to entrain your brain, literally syncing your mental state with sound frequencies to boost focus, creativity, and relaxation. And here's the best part. You don't have to figure it all out yourself. There's a brain entrainment program I personally recommend. It uses science-backed audio sessions to help your brain lock into those sweet theta and gamma states so you can think clearer, feel calmer, and maybe finally finish that book you've been pretending to read for 2 years. No more mindless scrolling. It's time to scroll with purpose. So click the link below in the description, try it out, and let your brain thank you later. Because honestly, Einstein didn't get that hair from watching Skibidi Toilet.